right, so here we are, Sunday morning ukulele. I'm on my second like jug of coffee, so I'm feeling pretty awesome today. Mm. All right, so we are gonna check in on Jambalaya and see how you guys are doing on that. But I wanted to, because I'm like totally fixated on Wish You Were Here, and I've been playing it a lot this morning, clapping my hands all happy. Then you guys are going on the journey with me. All right, let me grab my little ukulele here. Now I know that there's this one does sit really nicely on a low four, a low G tuned ukulele. I say we just go for it. If you've got the high, we'll just play it anyway, you know, and I'll probably write out, I'll try to write out a version that's specifically for a high four ukulele too. We'll do a deep dive into Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. Are any of you guys Pink Floyd fans, or are you like, it might just be me, I don't know. Don's laughing. I bet you he's a Pink Floyd fan. Comedy songs and Pink Floyd. I think that's where I like to be. And really heavy pounding metal. There, that's my life. All right, so this song is, I believe, if I'm correct, this song is about one of the guys that started the band, and he had some pretty serious mental health issues, and he wound up in, I don't know, some mental health place, you know, some care home, right? And as far as I understand, the song's about him and wishing that he could still be in the band. So there's that. Now I'm going to play it for you, and I'm going to play it a couple of different ways so that you can see the work that we'll do. So when you play this song, you can do the hammer-ons that I've written from 2nd fret to 4th fret on that 4th string, or you can play them just as single notes, or you can slide them. So I'm going to start off by playing it just as single notes. This song is in 2nd position. You're not going to play any notes on the 1st fret. I don't think you're not even going to play a chord where your finger has to hit that 1st fret. So feel comfortable just using your index finger on that 2nd fret a lot. Okay, so I'll play it without any fancy. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2, 4, 2. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 1. Whoops. There we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1, 2. Now at this point on that sheet that I've written out, I'm at the slash chords. So I hit my open string, and while I do that, I can make my G chord, and I follow the rhythm that's indicated. So I've got down, up, down, down, and then on the last line, down, 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 up. If you see the 8th notes, they're connected with that bar. That's where you do a down, up. I'm keeping it really chill. I'm just strumming with my thumb, just light. Nothing heavy duty. Okay, so I'm going to now share my screen with you so that you guys can see that. And we'll have just a great time. And I've just got my do you guys see that screen there? It's my Guitar Pro screen. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to play through it again. The hardest thing, I think, is probably taking your time and letting, like that note that I just highlighted there with the yellow, letting that ring out for 4 beats. Ultimately, we'll probably wind up strumming a bit at the beginning of the next bar, but for now, I want us just to hit that open. Now, let's say you've got a baritone, and you're like, ooh, can I play it on that? Yeah, it'll sound lovely. Ukulele? Absolutely. It'll sound just tickety-boo. All right, so I'm going to go through it again, and I'm going to call out the fret numbers as I go. Okay, now I'm going to count 1, 2, and then we'll start, because this first measure here is a pickup. You see there's just 2 beats there. So if you ever see a measure of music where there's just a couple of notes there, count backwards from it to figure out, where you need to be. This is measure 4, or not measure 4, sorry, beat 4, beat 3, so that's counted 3 and 4. That's why I'm going to say 1, 2. And you'll see this pickup is echoed throughout the song. So you'll get a lot of practice going 1, 2, and then you play, right? Okay, here we go. Right there. So remember, you can play it a single, just regular, or hammer on, or slide the 2 to 4, whatever works for you. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4. Next bar, another open. 3, 0. Now 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. Here we are. 0, 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 0, 2, 3, 0. Now 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. 0, 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1. In this bar that's coming up, you can play that open, play the 2, leave your finger on there if you can, then play the 4. So it makes this lovely sound. Just lay it down and just relax with it. Okay, so let's try that bar. Here we go. 1, 0, 2, 4. Yeah, right on. Okay, let's carry on. 2, 0, 2, 3, 4. This is the only measure of music where you have to skip across a string. Everything else is really close, right? It's just one string apart. That measure does come up here as well. Okay, so just be aware of that. Now I'm going to take us back to this bar right here. Okay, so I'll say 1, there's a rest right here, and then we'll play. Here we go. 1, 0, 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1, 0, 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 0. Now as you play this part here, that 2 right there is right out of your G chord. That, use your index finger there, play the open, and as you play the open, you can finish making that G chord shape. Just take your time moving around this piece, this intro from Wish You Were Here, you know, because you can just kind of creep across the fretboard comfortably. So I'm going to go back to here. Okay, I'm going to do the 1, 2, and as we play 2, 4, 2, that note there, that D, I want you to think about keeping that finger down there, and as you reach for that open, finish making your G chord. Okay, so you just relax yourself into playing that. All right, here we go on here. 1, 2, 2, 4, 2. Oh, now we're strumming that G chord. Down, up, down, down, bottom line there. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, last bar. Oh, 2, 4, 2. Let me tell you what happens after this. Second guitar comes in and plays that amazing solo over top. Rhythm guitar, which is what we're doing here, like it's a beautiful intro with a melody, but on its own, it plays again while the other guitar comes in. But if you're like, oh, I just want to play this and be done with it, just strum a G chord and you'll be done. So I'm going to play this and I'll play a G chord. So I had my little strum. Oh, 2, 4, 2. See that? You can just hit the G chord there and just be done. Get this part down, and then we'll add more to it as we go. Now, I want to run through this again. You'll see as we go that every chord that we play can have, can I scroll up there? Oh, there we go. We'll have an index finger or a finger on the second fret of string 3. Okay, see that? Where my little arrow is on those chord shapes? Ah, A sus4. Love that chord. So as we build this, you'll keep coming back to that second fret. You'll use that as a bit of an anchor. First step though, we get that melody down. Okay. Now I'm going to try playing this with a slide instead of a hammer on, so you can hear that sound. As if I've chosen to do a slide there, first thing, it's going to be a relaxed slide. It's not going to be like pew like that. And whatever finger you want to have there, it should be the finger you start this with. Therefore, I'm using my ring finger on this slide so that I have room to reach back for that second fret. There. Now, it could be argued that I could use my middle finger there and reach back, and I could, but my hands are tired, and I'm having a bit of a tired day, so I'm going to make sure that I give myself some space, and I will use my ring finger. The slides sound really cool in this thing, you guys. All right, so it's going to sound like this. Play along with me. Try the slides if you want. 1, 2. Hear that? That's pretty cool, eh? Let's do that again, okay? So I'll stop sharing the screen for just a second so you can see my fingers really clearly. Okay, so I'm going like this. So I could do. So I don't have to, you know, so I'm using my bunny ear fingers. You could probably play a lot of the song just with the bunny ears, but I'm getting this one in. And see how I pivoted my hand? It's because I know what chord I want to play in there. Okay, I'm going to share that screen again and get this going. Come on now. There we go. All right, give my shoulders a little shake. Let's do this, you guys. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Another open. Oh, here we go. 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2, 4, 2. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Now we're on line 2. Oh, 3, oh, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2, 4, 2. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2, 4, 2. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 2, 4, 2, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Down, up, down, down, bottom line, still on your G. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Oh, 2, 4, 2. When you go there and you're like, how do I get back to the beginning? See the double line that's right at the top here? Just right next to my arrow there. Okay. That tells you that that's actually the beginning of that section. Now I could sit here and put a repeat marker on there, but I'm planning on growing this arrangement, so I don't want to add too much extra that will be taken away. But I want to check in with you guys. If you were able to, there we go, right there, this part that I've highlighted, I should be specific, this part right here, the O, 2, 4. I don't know if you were able to, I see, yeah, Barb's got it there, holding down the fingers, the 2, 4. If you were comfortable doing that, you know, that's something to work on. And I know it can kind of catch you off guard when you're doing a new song and then I'm asking you to do all this. Fortunately, the song is not fast. And this is in the same key as the original, so you can play along with them. You can play along with the Floyd guys. It's always nice if I can work it out like that. So if you can keep that finger down there, those fingers down while you're playing to help things ring out, that's really, really nice. And I know there's other spots too where you might be able to do that. As we add in chords, you'll find lots of places where you can keep your fingers down. So I want to talk with you guys about this bottom part of the song here, where we've got the G chord sitting there. If you feel like you want to add a little bit of depth to that strumming, you can think about your ukulele as having 2 sets of 2 strings. And there will be overlap. This is not absolutely precise. But you can think of playing the 2 top strings, the highest pitch, strings 1 and 2, strings 3 and 4, which might be a high and a low, or might be 2 lows. It depends on what you've got cooking, right? But you can think maybe the down ups are just strings 1 and 2. And yeah, you might just hit a 1 and then 2 strings on the up. Again, not precise, but I want you to listen to what I'm going to do now with that. Okay, so I play my 2, 4, 2. I hit my low, high, low, 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 high, high, low, low, low. Hear how I'm trying to give a little bit of separation between the 2 parts? Right here, where I've got my 8th notes, the down up strum, I'm just trying to hit strings 1 and 2. And if I hit them all, that's okay. And then with these guys here, where it's down strums, I'm trying to hit strings 3 and 4. And the reason for that is if you listen to the original, you will hear definition between the guitar strums where they're hitting a little bit of the higher pitch strings, usually on the down up, but not always. But it can give you a nice feeling and a little bit more control over your strumming, which can be really freeing to try that out. And then, you know, like with so many of the songs that I give you guys here, my hope is that you'll take the skills you learn in here and apply it to different songs. So with that strumming, there's places where you can use it. Let's see. like a boom chuck, but you're really emphasizing the. I'm just fiddling around with a C and an F chord there just so you can hear the sound, but working on that would be a worthwhile endeavor. Okay, so let's see now, it's 9:22. I want to work on this for just a few more minutes, and then I want to check in with you guys on Jambalaya and see how things went on that last week. Now, if you say to yourself, okay, I think I can throw in some chords in here, you know, I would say easiest one to do that with right now would be the G chord, because you can land with your index finger on the G. You pluck that note as you're making your G chord, right? This is where it's just nice and relaxed. So I am going to do that. I'll just put in the G chord. So this is what that measure will sound like now. And I'm just doing light strums. And you might wind up hitting just a couple of strings. You might want to strum all of them. Either way is fine. Just make sure that first note stands out by itself so that you can hear that melody coming out. That's it, okay? So let's go back to the beginning. It's still going to be nice and chill. I did mostly slides last time on that, so now I'm going to do hammer-ons on the 2/4 and try that out. Here we go. 1, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. Oh, here comes your G. 2, 4, 1. 2, 4, 2. 3, 4, 1. And then holding down the fingers. 2, 4, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 4, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. Holding down fingers. 2, 4, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 4, 2. Down. Bottom line now. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. 2, 4, 2. And I'm just going to stop there. Yeah. Okay, so were you able to hold down those fingers? Kind of walk them down a little bit. If you could, that's awesome. If you were able to tuck in that G chord, most excellent. If you weren't there yet, don't worry. Pink Floyd's not going to come after you and be like, you didn't put in the G chord yet. It's all good. It's a work in progress. We'll just slowly walk up the stairs of the Wish You Were Here song. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing that and I'm going to play it and I'm going to add in the chords, the whole shebang. And you guys can watch my hands while I do my thing. You'll see E minor 7 is just like your G chord without the ring finger, right? So that is a pretty comfortable chord to add as well. It's just the G chord is the one that people are more familiar with. E minor 7 sometimes throws people off. Okay. Here we go. repeats, and then the amazing lyrics come in, which I haven't written that part out for you yet. Listen to the song, check it out. You'll hear that particular part come back in a few times. Now, I want to check and see, okay, so I don't know if you guys even know the song. If any of you listen to Pink Floyd? Shirley's shaking her head. She's like, nah, I don't listen to Pink Floyd. Well, now you gotta listen to at least one. Oh, Diane's shaking her head too. Yeah. Just listen to this one Pink Floyd song. Just the one. And then you'll be like, oh, I like that song. And then you'll start listening to other ones. You'll be like, oh, the guitar work transfers nicely to the ukulele. Yeah, you'll be all over it. Yeah, as we go, we'll probably put in little slashes like next to that E minor 7 at the beginning there. All I ever did with the guitar stuff was I would write a slash up kind of high if I wanted to hit the higher pitch strings, a bit lower if I wanted to hit little lower pitch strings. Boop, 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 boop. But as long as you make sure that you've got the beats in there, then you're good, right? Like as long as you acknowledge all 4 beats in a measure, you're laughing. Or cackling, as I tend to do, cackle away. There's a lot of times in here where you can keep that index finger anchored on that 2nd fret. I'm going to play just the first line of the song, and you can see the anchoring of it. Actually, I'll play through the whole thing again so you can watch that. Oh. It's nice, right? Like you don't have to lift fingers much. See? Right. That's the only time I think I've lifted my finger off that 2nd fret is this bar here, because I'm making that A sus4. Come back to that. Yeah, it's the only time, right? Like you just sit there with that index finger and you kind of pivot around. I could play this. I do. I just play it, play it, play it. Oh, so nice to play. So relaxing once you get the feel of it, right? Because you can, that index finger is your anchor. It's going to just keep you there, you know, and you're just going back and forth between a couple of chords. E minor 7, which is like your G without that ring finger, also known as the G6 chord. And A sus4, it could be argued actually. You could probably put your middle finger on that 2nd fret on the 4th string. But my fingers are like, I can hear them right now. They're like, no, Tina, no, use this fingering. So do what's comfortable with your fingers. Okay, I want to check in with you guys. Any observations about it? How did it feel? Oh, I see thumbs up. I see. It's a good one for keeping the one finger down. Being able, so it ticks off a few things for me, that being able to play a Pink Floyd song, which is kind of nice. Getting that melody cruising along. Now if you're like, okay, well I got that high 4, how's that really going to work? Well, let's see. It's not too bad. Kind of like it like that actually. So high 4, bit of a different feel, but still it's got that nice, that relaxing sound. So that's okay. And like I said, I'm hoping I can get myself organized to write up everything one octave higher for you guys, but we'll see. My first goal is going to be to write out a bit more of this as it is. So, but yeah, play it on the baritone, play it on the ukulele, play it on the. Just play it, play it, play it. Yeah, Barb.
Is that on your website yet?
It is Dawn. Yeah, yeah. I.
Right.
Yeah, it is. I printed it off.
Oh, beautiful.
Stupid question, because so a little bit of basic. The bottom is 1 and 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Or it's it is okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the strumming right after on 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So on 17, the right after the G.
Yeah, I'd probably hit these strings here.
Then it's those two.
Yeah, and it's not precise. It's just, try to hit these strings.
Yeah, those are 1 and 2. Okay, I had it reversed.
Oh,
I was still doing the same. I was still doing the same strings, but just numbered them reverse.
It's a strange thing to wrap your head around, right? The fact that that's
I know.
string 1 when you're playing it, and then when you look at the tablature, it looks all messed up. It takes a while, right? That's something that really gets.
Tina,
Thank you.
is that like, okay, so down up on the high strings and then the down down on the low strings?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
you might decide to hit all the strings on the down. That's okay too. Be free with it, but to get that definition between the two string sets can be really interesting. It can give you that lighter sound versus that darker sound. Yeah. Ah, so cool. Oh, I just got goosebumps thinking about this song. I think this is like, how they say, like, what's your like deserted island kind of band? Like, what could you be left with to listen to? I think I could be left with Pink Floyd. I'd be fine with it. Listen to it all day and all night. It's one of my all-time favorite bands. And The Wall. Oh, I love that album.
Moody Blues.
Moody Blues is your desert island band, eh? Moody Blues. Okay, who else has got a desert island band? One band that you would listen to. You could be on there with your, I don't know.
CCR.
CCR, nice. I'm picturing like a crank up record player now because we need something where we don't have to have a power source. So crank it up. Yeah, okay. Sure.
I'm old Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
American Beauty.
Oh, right on. Okay. Okay, who else has got a desert island band? Anyone else? So far it sounds pretty good, right? Pink Floyd, CCR, Grateful Dead, Moody Blues. Oh, no one else is good. You'll think about it. You'll wake up at midnight and you'll be like, I know what my desert island band is. It is such and such. And then do they make crank up record players, don't they? Probably do somewhere. Crank it up, sit there, drink your saltwater margaritas, listen to your records over and over again. All right, guys, let's check in now on Jambalaya. I want to know how that all went for everyone. Like, how did it feel doing? Just gonna pull it up. Where are you, Jambalaya? What do you mean that's empty?
I can do what you wrote, but you did so much more. when you played it.
Okay, so that's, and that's where it comes down to. It's like, what did I do? There it is. When I can't find these things on my computer, I'm just like, what happened? Where did it go? I don't know. All right, there, I got it there. Actually, I have the music here too, but I wanted to make sure I've got everything. I'm going to play it just on my, just going to share the screen, so we're going to have like one page at a time there. And I haven't played it since last week, so this will be good. It'll be good for me. so what I'm doing as I'm going along there, I just did a quick little play there so I could see what am I doing. It's these rests up here. That's where I'm doing more of those strums. And in that case, I'm stepping outside of the chord melody shape, which is up here, and it says to just do a couple of fingers for the G chord and ignore the first string. When I did that, I started making the whole G chord and filling in that spot there and just doing some strumming. So Laurel, I think that's part of it. That's what else I was doing. But I'm going to play through it slowly. And scroll that up a little bit. And you guys try to play it with me, or play the melody, whatever works for you. I'll go slow. I'll be like 1, 2. That speed, okay? Here we go. Everyone ready? You look pretty ready. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, 3 open strings. Oh, 3 another open string strum. 3, oh, and you can either play just the 3 there for the melody, or strum your G just to the second string. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here comes the last of those 3s there. 3, 3, 3. Next line, full G chord. 2, 2. Now we're doing G sus2, so take off that middle finger. 3. Okay, and now we're here. So you can either strum your C chord just to the second string, and you've got that 3 down there because that's your melody note. 3, 4, 1, 2. Here come the 3s again on the first string. Okay, now full C chord strum. 3, oh, 3, 3. So C chord again, there we go. Oh, 3. Back to that little G chord. So melody sitting on top. You can make the full G chord if you want there, but just strum to that second string. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Bottom line there, back to the G chord. 2, oh, 3. Now you're going to do the, G sus2 chord. Okay. And that's right here. You might wind up just hitting the 2-0 there instead of hitting that the 4th string. Let me see. Yeah, you might want to just hit those, the 2 and the open. It might be a little bit more of a bolder sound coming back to that C chord. So easiest way to fill that in to start with Jambalaya is everywhere there are rests. I'll go to the second page in a jiffy here, but everywhere there's rests, that's meant to add something in there. Okay. You've got 4 beats in total there, and it's lined up so that it's at the same place on every page, which is kind of nice, right? And that's where you can come in with a G chord or a C chord, depending on where you're at in the song. So let's try, see, actually, let me just cruise along through here. We'll take a look. Yeah, so it's the same thing here. Again, it's a coloring sheet is what it is. It's the Jambalaya coloring sheet. Let's try, we'll play through the second page. So we'll go up high there to the 7th fret. Okay. And then as we go along, what I'm going to do is start coloring in here. And I'm going to play the G chord, and I'm just going to do down strums. That's all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 3, oh, 3, 3, oh, 3. Now little G chord. I'm too fast right now. I'm going to slow down. Okay, here we go with the strums. 1, 3, 3, next line. And then the G just to the second string there. Oh, 3. Now to the C chord, just to the second string with that 3rd fret down. C, 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 C. Okay, now we're with the words pick guitar. Line 3 there. Oh, 3, 3. Oh, 3, G just to the second string. And we got 4 beats to strum again. 3, 3, 3, bottom line there. 2, oh, 3, oh, 3, oh, 2, oh. There is endless opportunity in this tune once you get comfortable for like hammer-ons and little bluesy riffs. Oh my gosh. And Laurel, I think that's what you were hearing, right? Was all the hee-haw-ery I was doing. Okay, let's see what I got here. So easiest thing to add in first is, as we go, keeping the idea of strumming added in there, where I've got this Goodbye Joe right there. That would be another good place just to hit some of the low strings, because that's a half note. So you could do this. Extra strum. Or just hit that 4th string. Really, you're just doing something to acknowledge the second beat that's there, that's tied. Do you hear how it just it keeps your foot tapping there? So I want you guys to try that. We'll just fiddle with it a little bit on the first line, okay? So we're going to have our melody. Then when we do this strum here, we're going to pick just a couple of, strum a couple of strings, maybe strings 3 and 4 right here where that arrow is what we're going to do. Okay, so I'll count to 2 and then we start. 1, 2. Oh, 3, big strum, little strum. Oh, 3, 3 big strum, little strum. 3. Oh, now strum that G chord just to the second string, then hit that 2nd fret. Now we got those 4 strums there. Back to the 3rd fret there. I'm going to run it to the end of this phrase, so we're going to hit that whole G chord on that 2nd line, and then a little strum right here. 2, 2. Now lift off your middle finger. Flip me the bird if you want. I don't care. 3, oh, 3. And now we're back to our C chord idea there. So we are going to play the 3rd fret, which we've got already sitting there from the bar before. And then again, those 4 beats. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm going to stop there. When I do this sort of stuff, what I like to do is at the top there where you can see my little mouse arrow right there, I just draw a slash. I don't worry about writing out everything because you know it's an extra strum. Whatever you need to do to indicate an extra strum, maybe you want to write out some zeros there and fill that in. Totally cool. There and there. As you build your chord melody, that's where you can start adding in a few extra things. Those sorts of things are fun to do. There it is. That'll be coming later. Sorry, I'm noodling away here thinking about what else can we add? we just add strums to start. These are two very contrasting pieces of music, hey? Jambalaya and then Wish You Were Here. Very different nature to the song. My YouTube feed is so, it's gotta be, the algorithm must be so confused because I'll go from listening to this band called Trivium, which is pretty heavy music, to like some modern bluegrass, and then whatever. That was some classical music, you know, and then okay, so Laurel, does that give you a few extra ideas about what to start adding?
Yes, but I want that other stuff that you were noodling.
Okay, well, we can do that. We'll fill it in a little bit right
Okay,
now.
okay.
So when you've got, it's these bars here, it's those 4 bars or those 4 rests where you can add in stuff, right? Let's see. So what I like to do with that, and do you have it's a low 4 ukulele you have, right, Laurel? Okay. So what you can do on that first beat right there, the first rest, you might want to do a hammer on string 4 from open to 2. Everyone try that. Open to 2. String 4, hammer on O2. Once you get that, then play your 3rd string open. That's that sound that people love, you know, so you got, and you can play that in a couple of different ways. You can think about it as a triplet, and you're going to play O2 on your 4th string, and then right to your 3rd string open. And this works for the C chord because your target note for that is a C, your 3rd string open, okay? So again, 4th string, you hammer on O to 2. You can't really pick it fast enough, and it loses that sound, so a hammer on is really what you need. And 2 and 3 and so other sounds that sound kind of nifty in there. You've got that hammer on, O2 to 3. If you feel like it's too fast feeling for you to toss all those 3 notes on one beat, right? Because this would be, you can also beat this first rest here, oops, right there. You can do the O2, hammer on there, and then just play your 3rd string open there. Okay, let's see. And then that bluesy note, I think you're after a little bit of the bluesy note in there too. Play right here, 3rd fret on your 3rd string, and then on the next beat, play the 2nd fret on that string. Then strum your C chord here. And the sound is this. Because I think you're looking for bum, bum, bum. Oops. That'd be super fun. Okay, I'm going to write it out on my sheet of paper, and then I'm going to hold it up to the screen so that we definitely have it. And that was...
I just did it bending the string a little and then doing a pull off from 3 to 2.
How'd you like that?
That was kind of cool.
It was absolutely fun, right? Like the beats in there, there's room to do stuff. It's, oh my gosh. Let's see. What I'd like to do is have it sitting there on my program. So you, but I couldn't find it right away. So you did a bend on the 2nd string? Yeah, nice. Or a 3rd string?
I bent on the 3rd fret and then pulled off to the 2nd and pulled off to open.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, you bring it. This is the thing, you guys. Slowly add these things. So I'm just, here we go. And if you practice the same riff a few times, it'd be really good. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing that. And oh yes, that's right. Not in focus, not in focus. Are you going to come into focus? No? Ah! Okay, so right after you play the C chord, that's nice. See this little blurry bit? Can you focus on it? I can't. Come on now. Anyway, I wrote an O2 on the 4th string and then 3rd string open. After you have like the word bio or fun on the bio, anything like that. Mio Mio. You could do the same thing, that O2, hammer on to 3rd string open. You could do it every time if you wanted to get comfortable. So you'd have it doesn't work after the G. Just fill it in on the C to start. This is the sound we want for the G, and it's a little busier. You know how we did on Wish You Were Here? We did a hammer on or a slide from 2 to 4 on the 4th string. Do that on your 3rd string. And then you want to hit the G on that 2nd string, fret 3 if you can. So options, 2 to 4. 2, 4, 3. You could do that. Let's see. You could probably still hit the 3 too. Keep the 3-2 in there. Sounds cool. I love it. That's how people get that Southern rock kind of sound, right? So you got the 2 to 4, and then 3's your target after that. So 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3. So if I like behave myself, we've got our, I'm looking at the top line of the song right now. So we've got so what I did was I did right after my O, I did 2, 4, and I already had my fingers in the position to do it all. Because I was like that after like playing my O. Now I changed my fingering to that, knowing what I was planning on doing. So I went me, oh, my, oh, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, and then I hop to my full G chord. Oh my gosh, this song's gotten super duper fun. So the whole thing there, after your G, play 2, 4 as a hammer on or slide on your 3rd string, and then play G. So our notes are D, E, G, and then if you feel fancy, 3rd fret, which is E flat, 2nd fret, and then away you go. I do a lot of slides to jazz up the melody, but get some of this other stuff in first, build it a little bit. So the O2, depending on how you feel with everything, if you get the O2 on that 4th string and then to 3rd string open, following the C chord chunk, so that would be like, here, let me share this. So I would do the O2 on the fourth string, and then third string open on end of the sentence on the second line, right? End of the sentence on the third line, anywhere it's changed to a C chord. So it's changed to a C chord here. Let's see, yeah. So I could do it there. Okay. And then to fill in with the G chord, if this is a sound you like, right? You don't have to do it, it just gives you ideas. Right here, we've switched to the G chord in that bar, so you could do hammer on or slide, fret 2 to fret 4 on third string, second string open. And then do a couple strums, or play frets 3, 2. I'll do this up in my Guitar Pro. I don't know why I couldn't find it right away. I was hoping to work on it with you guys. We're coloring together is what we're doing. Coloring. Little hammer-ons, little slides add a lot to this song and really, really jazz it up. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that gives you a good start there, Laurel, with adding in some of the other stuff. It's yeehaw! It's so much fun. Now, I think we're at the end here, so I'm going to sign off because I'm going to go for I think a coffee, and then there's a person just on the outskirts of town that is selling washboards. Oh yeah, and I have a glass washboard, but I want metal, and she's got 2, so of course, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna buy both. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll give the other one, I think Bailey, who plays flute with me, oh, she might have one already. I'll find someone that needs to have the washboard, or I can have like a washboard playing time with somebody, you know, we can, I know, right? My poor neighborhood. My poor neighborhood. I tell you. Oh, I see some chats. Okay, I'll check these out before I go. Okay, yeah, a few people. Gotta get breakfast going. Gotta get going. Yeah, oh, breakfast. I haven't had that yet. Yeah, oh yeah, good, Kat. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to stop recording. I hope that this was a good lesson for you. Ow.
That was amazing. That was really, it was.
So much fun.
I mean, no, because it's like I've been trying to do these like fill things and I'm never really sure what to do. And like you've given me some really good ideas of like, you know, based on the chord, what to do for the fill.
Oh, it makes life easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to kill this recording now.